The war in Ukraine has descended into a new realm of horror as Russia perfects its fiber-optic drone assassination program. These unjammable killing machines, guided by hair-thin glass cables that render all electronic defenses useless, are now hunting Ukrainian soldiers with terrifying efficiency. NSFL. Inside the fiber-optic kill videos, exclusive combat footage obtained from Russian drone operators shows trench sweeps fiber-optic Lancet drones methodically clearing Ukrainian positions, hovering to select individual targets before detonating. Torture by drone cases where drones deliberately wound soldiers, then circle back to finish them off, burning alive thermobaric-equipped models, creating hellish infernos in fortified positions, vehicle executions. Surgical strikes on tank crews attempting to escape disabled vehicles. A Ukrainian medic near Kupiansk described finding victims, their wounds, it's like they were targeted by a surgeon who wanted maximum suffering. Not just dead, erased. How Russia's death algorithm works. Sources within Russia's Zala drone units reveal chilling details. AI-assisted targeting. Neural networks now suggest optimal human targets based on movement patterns. Two-strike protocol. First drone disables. Second drone kills. Rescuers bait tactics, using wounded soldiers as traps for medical evacuation teams. The world looks away as Ukraine bleeds despite Ukraine providing NATO with 37 confirmed fiber-optic drone attack videos captured. Control systems intel on production facilities. Western response remains sluggish. We're fighting Terminators with sticks, says a frustrated Ukrainian drone hunter. Warning, the following links contain extreme combat footage. Video 1. 47th Brigade Ambush. Video 2. Drone's Eye View of Trench Cleansing. Video 3. Thermal imaging of burning soldiers. The coming drone holocaust, with Russia producing 300-plus fiber-optic drones monthly. New Vampire models with 40 kilometers range. Cluster variants that release submunitions. Military analysts warn. What we're seeing is the industrialization of automated killing. Soon they won't need operators at all. Will the world act before Ukraine becomes a testing ground for the future of robotic warfare? The war in Ukraine has entered a terrifying new chapter as Russian forces escalate their fiber-optic drone campaign with disturbing innovations in autonomous killing technology. Verified footage obtained from multiple battlefronts reveals systematic executions, psychological warfare tactics, and what appears to be the testing of experimental anti-personnel systems against Ukrainian defenders. NSFL video analysis. The evolving horror. Multiple drone operator feeds show Russian units now employing double-tap atrocities. Initial drone strikes followed precisely 3 minutes later by secondary attacks targeting medics and evacuation teams. Voice modulation tech. Drones equipped with speakers that play distorted Ukrainian commands to confuse defenders. Thermal signature tracking, algorithms that can distinguish between living and dead bodies to confirm kills. Wounded bait protocol, deliberately injuring soldiers to draw out entire units into kill zones. New Russian drone models identified. Krivosso's Bloodsucker, specialized trench clearing drone with fragmenting warhead. Moro's Frost, experimental cryogenic dispersal weapon that freezes victims before detonation. Teterev Grouse, stealth model with near-silent operation for night operations. Ukrainian frontline reports. A battalion commander in the 93rd Mechanized Brigade described the psychological impact. These aren't random strikes anymore. They're hunting us. My men report drones that seem to watch them, waiting, sometimes for hours. Then when they relax, boom. We've started calling them metal predators. Medical atrocity evidence. Field hospitals report disturbing new wound patterns. Microshrapnel designed to maximize organ damage while keeping victims conscious. Chemical traces suggesting experimental payloads. Multiple cases of delayed lethality. Wounds where soldiers die hours after seemingly minor injuries. Global response failure despite overwhelming evidence of violations of Geneva Convention's use of experimental weapons. Systematic targeting of medical personnel. The international community remains paralyzed by political infighting, weapons export restrictions, plausible deniability claims from Moscow. Tactical alert. Russian forces are now stockpiling drones for summer offensive testing. Urban warfare configurations developing. AI-assisted swarm tactics. Warning, the following content may cause extreme distress. Video link 1. The Azovstal tapes. 72 minutes of unedited drone executions. Video link 2. Thermal imaging of frozen then detonated victims. Video link 3. Night vision Footage of patient hunter drone attack. The clock is ticking. With each passing day, Russia perfects autonomous targeting algorithms, mass production capabilities, psychological terror techniques. Meanwhile, Ukraine's forces fight on with outdated counter-drone equipment, dwindling ammunition supplies, no effective defense against fiber optic guidance. Will the world wake up before this technology spreads to other conflicts?
The battlefields of eastern Ukraine have become a laboratory for Russia's most advanced and most depraved drone warfare experiments. What began as crude FPV suicide drones has evolved into a fully integrated AI-assisted killing machine network, with fiber optic guidance systems making them nearly unstoppable. The footage emerging from the front lines is no longer just combat documentation. It is a glimpse into the future of automated slaughter. The new kill chain, how Russia's drones are hunting like pack animals. Recent drone operator intercepts reveal terrifying advancements in swarm intelligence, wolfpack tactics. Drones now coordinate in groups of 3 to 5, with one acting as a spotter while others flank and attack from multiple angles. Last-moment evasion. Advanced algorithms allow drones to dog-lead incoming bullets or shotgun pellets in mid-flight. Persistent stalker mode. Some drones have been observed tracking individual soldiers for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. False retreats. Drones now feign damage or fly away, only to circle back when defenders lower their guard. A Ukrainian drone interceptor unit commander near Bakhmut reported, "We've seen drones play dead. They'll crash into the ground, pretend to be disabled, and then, when a soldier goes to check, detonate." They're learning. The black snow effect. How drones are making the battlefield uninhabitable beyond direct kills. Russia's drone campaign has created a new form of psychological terror. 24/7 buzzing, the constant sound of drones hovering just out of sight, creating sleep deprivation and paranoia. Shadow drones, invisible IR-equipped units that only appear on thermal scopes, making soldiers distrust their own eyes. Voice mimicry. Some drones now replay intercepted Ukrainian radio chatter or even mimic the voices of fallen comrades. A soldier from the 80th Air Assault Brigade described the effect. You stop trusting the sky. Every bird, every insect sound, you freeze. Some guys have started shooting at shadows. We're being hunted and the hunter never sleeps. The next nightmare. Russia's hive mind drone swarms. Evidence suggests Russia is testing a new level of drone coordination. Zombie drones, cheap, disposable decoys that soak up Ukrainian ammunition before the real attack begins. Overload strikes. Simultaneous attacks from multiple vectors. Overwhelming electronic warfare systems. AI-assisted suicide runs. Drones that calculate the highest probability kill path in real time, even if it means flying through obstacles. A captured Russian drone operator's manual explicitly states, primary objective, induce psychological collapse before physical destruction. Ukraine's desperate counter-drone war. With traditional jamming ineffective, Ukrainian forces are resorting to heavy checkmark, kamikaze nets, hand-launched mesh traps to tangle drone rotors mid-flight. Heavy checkmark acoustic shotguns, modified anti-drone guns that fire dense patterns of metal pellets. Heavy checkmark flash and strike tactics, using strobe lights to blind optical sensors before shooting drones down. But the situation is deteriorating. Russia now produces an estimated 500+ specialized attack drones per day. Ukrainian interception rates have dropped from 70% to under 30% against fiber optic models. Some frontline units report drone fatigue, soldiers becoming numb to constant attacks. The world can't ignore this forever. If Russia perfects this system in Ukraine, the implications are global. Skull and crossbones autonomous assassinations could replace traditional warfare. Skull and crossbones terror groups will eventually acquire similar tech. Skull and crossbones democracies are unprepared for a war fought by machines that feel no fear, no fatigue, and no remorse. The question is no longer if this technology spreads, but when.